mustard. So what I do realize is this: a lot of people are trying to align themselves with the new Chinese, which I have no problem with. The new Chinese, you know what I'm saying, acquisition of America, in the sense that they feel like they have Chinese lineage. I posted a video about how, you know, the Chinese are basically going to reassert themselves as a master race, which is what they did in World War II with Japan. You know what I'm saying? And they're basically aligning with all those who have their lineage. But the reality is that I'm gonna tell you, like my man Jen said, even Jen said it. He came out with like the rapper Jen, J-I-N, he came out with WoRKFoRCe. He said, "I'll be damned if I sleep in the bed with an insect." You know what I'm saying? That's basically like saying that all these motherfuckers out here with like nappy hair, it's the nymph, those are nymphs. That's the baby stage. That's not the advanced stage. Like I say, when the Jews were traversing from sub-Saharan South Africa, they were bugs, like comedic bugs. They were bugs like scarabs, whatever. They were bugs, and they were basically moving towards the east, towards where their craft were. But the whole deal with that was almost like saying that they want to be in the image of the ivory skin and the straight hair. That's why a lot of Latinos or Mexicans, they want Latinos, I'm definitely wrong using the Mexicans, or the Hindus, Indo-Chinese, the ones that did not mind keeping a little bit of dark skin. They left and they went up through to Russia, and then left more west through the Khyber Pass, the ice bridge, on into Alaska and Canada, and they descended southward. You know what I'm saying? But see, what happened is that the Asians were actually cultivating or accessing the fallen angel seed that was trapped up in the mountains of the Caucasus Mountains. They were allowing them to, they went up there and they chaperoned them down and escorted them down. You know what I'm saying? To use them for their lighter, you know, skin. The dragon gave all their power to the beast. You know, that was in the mountain, the Yeti would have been caught, you know what I'm saying? So that was the allegiance that they owed, and like saying, you know, we haven't forgotten that historically speaking, you actually guided us out of the mountains. The same way the Moors did too in Europe, I mean, in Spain, but on the other side of the world, you know, with the Asians in China and the Caucasus Mountains more to the east. And so, but what they don't realize, like Jen said, I'll be damned if I sleep in the bed with an insect. So these people with the these nymphs, they could be grays. I mean, to me, they could be like grays or like Martian bugs. They're not the same. And it's easy for me to, you know what I'm saying, to lump them together. But what I realize is that these people are not going to be a part of what's going on, because, like I say, the ones that I'm seeing, they're all driving around. China doesn't make a car. China don't make no car. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not driving, but China holds all of our debt, which gives them access to ownership of our country. So if you're driving any kind of car other than an American car, they're using you to finish destroying anything that's left. Like I said, all these drugs out here that people are taking and using, and they're being unchecked by the police because the police are, you know, pretty much being restrained. That's because there's no need to stop you. Like saying that the police are not gonna, people say, well, the police will beat you now. No, the police were trying to stop drugs, and they were finding people who were trying to hang on to a fucked up ass lifestyle, and they end up, you know what I'm saying, incurring circumstances upon themselves. Basically what I'm saying is that as long as people are doing drugs, it's gonna affect you in a negative way. No one is using any kind of drugs that it's not, either it affects your children get hurt, police raids, house get raided, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's because that's how you choose to live. But there's the people who these drugs come from, like cocaine and crack, you know, cocaine and shit, they're fucked up. They're riding around, they're not driving Japanese cars. They're not driving Japanese cars. They're not driving China don't make no car. Think about it. China's not going to support these people who are driving these cars. China does not even support their way of life. China's like, yo, you owe us money. And why would we give you money to drive American cars? American cars don't make no money. If American cars made money and the American government always bails out these GMC and American car factories, then why has that not been enough to cover y'all debt to us? Because it's a bum, non-profitable financial deal. So it's not worth it. So everybody riding around here now these days thinking that they're claiming some kind of Chinese lineage, hey, they're smart. I keep y'all raggedy asses at arm's length too. And they don't like me. You know, nobody likes me, but I'm not gonna, negate the facts and lie to myself. You know what I'm saying? The best liars are those who lie to themselves and they believe their own lies. And that's what I'm not into. And that's why I realize that when you hang around people that lie to themselves, they'll help you, they'll lie to you too. So you don't realize that you can wake yourself up to doing the right thing versus them co-signing you. People will co-sign you doing the wrong thing, especially when they're doing the wrong thing. Oh yeah, man, I was out here, man, doing some shit, man. This motherfucker, I ain't gonna go on to it. I gotta watch myself. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain things that people know they shouldn't be doing. It's not better for them. Like I say, all things are lawful. You won't be locked up and arrested for it, but all things don't really build you up. They're not to your edification. They're not going to edify you or build you or edit you to be a better person than what you were. It just gives you something to do in the meantime, and it kind of strokes your ego, so to speak. Like, damn, man, I couldn't believe this dude motherfucker paid for that. He paid for that shit. He gave me money for that shit. Chicks be out here getting paid for chicks be out here getting paid for doing things sexually that they would have done for free. And have done for free, which is why they've so easily acquiesce. You know what I'm saying? This new lifestyle. Someone's like, yo, we're not gonna kill you. We're gonna speed up what you're doing to yourself times 10 or 1,000. You know, they want to do drugs, they want to sell sex. Okay, fine. We're gonna do that. And then when the police stop you from buying drugs, they're adding years to your life. When the police stop you from selling sex, they're adding years to your life. They're just pulling the police out of the equation so you can fuck yourselves up even faster. Peace, peace.